I'm going to go to the full moon for Vlad. Okay, so I know I've been talking a lot, but if you made it this far in the video, you're about to get some serious, awesome DD that you literally aren't going to get anywhere else for the stock market or for your own life in general. The AMC squeeze, this is going to be very helpful because I believe... Welcome to the Market Moon Lord, where we merge the matrix with the stars. I'm your host, Jason Alexander, the blue moon of Neptune, here to help you navigate through the illusions of life. Okay, so you guys know I'm very excited about this new moon because we typically do get new moon pops in the market, and we're looking for that new moon pop on AMC. We've been watching out for that, and it definitely looks like it's leading to a new moon pop. AMC is way past the launch pad that we're looking for. If you're on the Discord, you'll see that. But what I want to talk about is the SPY today, because the SPY is right at that spot where it could really make a big decision to go higher on this new moon, which is going to be on Friday, or it's going to get a serious drop. And obviously that's not going to be good for AMC. But I'm making this video so we can time the market on, or potentially time the market, and make some plays out here. Okay. And if you guys have been in the Discord, you guys saw how I took $100 and I called it out. Back in early March, I said I'm going to buy these puts on UVXY. I spent not that much, but it was like a $200. I ended up selling some on the way up. But at $100 right now, it's up 400%. And I literally said, this is a 400% play. And nobody would make that play with conviction or any real logic unless they were tracking something like I was tracking, or they just were anticipating something. Okay. But I was tracking the moon phases. I know how the SPY moves with the moon. I know the potential possibilities. So I did get that moonshot. And let me just show you what I'm talking about. Guys, check this out. I'm trying to do something different out here. I'm not a trader. I came into this randomly, got into the AMC. I got obsessed with it, learned the game, and I'm planning on beating the game. I'm looking for opportunities in the market that no one else is looking at, okay? And I'm finding opportunities in the market because I'm looking at things that no one else is looking at. I can help you guys. I'm going to help myself, first of all, turn little sums of money into big sums of money, okay? That's my plan, is to take a lot of moonshot plays, high risk, high reward plays, and turn it into big sums of money. Okay, so if we take a look at this post right here, you can literally see that I, got into this play. This is the reason why I got into this play. Okay, you can read it right here. You can pause the video. But the main thing I want you to see is I said right after the new moon on the 1st, the market tends to go up right around then. Right, and I was basically anticipating UVXY to, fall like a knife down to 12. Okay, so before I show you the chart, I just want to show you the actual what those calls look like in the morning this morning. Okay, so this was this morning 10 a.m. and they met my goal. Okay, they met my 400% goal. I actually had more than that. I was just selling on the way up, but right here you can see $100 turned into $500 plus dollars, almost $600, 450% gain. Okay, this wasn't a mean stop. This wasn't a squeeze play. This was me simply playing the market based on the moon phases. And of course, I'm looking at other technical analysis and fundamentals and all that good stuff. But with my extra astrology DD, I'm able to find plays like this. Okay, and look, it was chilling up here for the longest time around the $22 mark. And if I look at the date that I wrote that post, you can see here we're looking at March 7th. All right, so if I go to March 7th on the chart, I started buying it here. Okay, look, guys, why did I buy it here? Why did I buy it here? Because I watched the moon phases. All right, and I can tell there's many indications. Okay, but if you guys can look at this chart and kind of see what I did. Okay, one of the indications I'm looking at is how it operates during full moons and new moons. Okay. And so, yeah, I brought it literally that day, and I can show you guys the actual, I will make a whole official video for this, but yeah, I'll show you guys the actual count. And literally my calls were red or my puts were red, and I brought more. And then as soon as we got close to this full moon here, look at where it went. Okay. And then it entered the waning period. And if you guys been watching my AMC DD videos, you know what happens during some stocks on waning periods. Look. Okay. I literally played it way over here, guys. And this is how you're able to get. This is how you're able to turn $100 into $500 when you're not playing a squeeze play. Okay. I am looking for opportunities after AMC and GME squeezes. Okay. And I want to do big plays, high risk, high reward plays. All right. And it doesn't take much. Anyway, if you guys want to get these moonshot plays without spending money, get grandfathered in before this new moon on Friday. Okay. This is literally one of the last chances you're going to get grandfathered in. And the Discord is called the Market Moonlord Discord. Okay. Back to the show. Okay. So yeah, back to Vladimir and Putin and the whole situation with the war, okay? If we don't squeeze this week, we are probably going to have to wait a little bit longer, obviously, right? And this is my new timeline for AMC based upon the whole war thing, because I think that's the big catalyst that can really, really shoot us up. And let me put myself back on the screen. Yeah, I think sealing a deal with Ukraine and Russia bring us to a rally in the market. But what do you guys think? Okay, what do you guys think about that? Because if that's the case, I think I know when it's gonna end. Okay, I have two time frame possibilities within a few days of these dates. One is sooner than later. One is gonna be on Friday. Okay, because it is a new moon, new beginnings, okay? The moon will be in the sign of Aries. That does represent war. It does represent the warrior fighting, okay? But what's opposite of Aries is Libra, okay? So sometimes sometimes the new moon in Libra new moon in Libra is about having balance simply because it's in the sign of Aries, okay? But the new moon in Aries is also about really going after what you want and fighting for it, okay? So that's kind of scary because the new moon in Aries, fight for what you want, fight for what you're passionate about, is happening while we're in war, okay? And not only that, guys, all right, but I pulled up his birth chart, Vladimir Putin, and he is an actual Libra, okay? So he's having a new moon opposite his sun sign, okay? That is something very, very, very significant. Since we're in war right now, okay? And if you know astrology, you know that since Aries represents war, the warrior, what you want to do, what you want, then that means opposite of that, Libra represents the other person, relationships, balance, okay? Harmony, love, everything opposite of war stuff, okay? And that's Putin. But we all know, if you saw my Twitter post, I said, Libras are turned up for a reason, okay? Libras are turned up for a reason. Okay, the sun is looking at their sun and is challenging them. And remember, I always say a opposition is an obstacle. Okay, but it's also an opportunity. But it's only opportunity if you find that balance. Okay, and if you don't find that balance, something like this can happen. Okay. Something like going to war or escalating war can happen. All right. If you guys didn't realize, Will Smith's a Libra, just like Vlad, literally. Okay. So he felt that sun opposite the sun. Okay. And so when the sun is looking at your sun and the sun's in Aries, it's like people are trying to come after you, and you have the energy of like, you got to fight, literally. So yes, having a new moon opposite of Vlad's sun could definitely show some type of escalation. The saving grace is he has that opportunity not to do that. Okay? There's an opportunity, just like Will had an opportunity not to escalate things, so does Vlad. He does have that opportunity. And he knows how to take those diplomatic approaches if he chooses. Okay? And he has, unlike Will, he's not in a heated, passionate moment. Okay? That Aries got a hold of him. All right? But Vlad has time to think about what he's doing. So I'm very curious on this new moon if he decides to go ahead and lean towards all his sun energy, all his Saturn energy. His Saturn's actually exalted in Libra. his Mercury energy, if he leans towards all the Libra energy on this new moon in Aries, then we're good. He's gonna make a deal. He's gonna back off. Things are gonna be peachy. However, if he gets when he gets opposed by this new moon, he could very well do the Will Smith. Do the Will Smith on Friday, okay? Because that's what oppositions do. This is an ego battle. The sun is the ego, the sun is authority, and the sun is hitting his sun, okay? And he wants to be the authority. That's his sun, okay? And he also wants to be a sun's authority with Saturn here. Now, some might say Libra's a debilitated in the sign of Libra, so they don't have the ego and stuff like that. And that can be the case. But sometimes it could be the other way around, where everything is more extreme when it comes to their ego. Okay, so that's time frame number one. That Friday, we're either going to get some type of deal because the new moon in Aries opposite his sun, and it's definitely a moment for him to make a big decision. And start a new beginning. And that new beginning is either going to be escalation or de-escalation. Okay. And so if we get de-escalation, guys, tomorrow, then I'm going to say, then it's probably going to stay that way. Okay. And we're going to get nothing but, positive news from there. That's the bullish scenario, and that's good for AMC stock, and this is why I'm telling you guys that, and that's good for the market in general. And then that's another reason why I'm telling you guys that, okay? And you can make plays off that information. I'm definitely going to be looking for opportunities off that information and put it in Discord. But what really gets interesting is if it doesn't happen like that, and the new moon opposite his sun makes him escalate things. What does that mean? Okay, that means things are going down, and everybody's going to have what? Uncertainty. Okay. And what am I going to have? I'm going to have a little bit more certainty of an idea of what I think is going to happen. And then I'm going to make plays like that. Maybe when VXY shoots up because Putin says something about war, and I already have a time frame of when wars are going to be over, and I buy calls in certain times on those time frames or puts. Voila. Okay. So this is what I'm saying, guys. I'm going to go to the full moon for Vlad. Okay, so I know I've been talking a lot, but if you made it this far in the video, you're about to get some serious, awesome DD that you literally aren't going to get anywhere else for the stock market or for your own life in general. The AMC squeeze, this is going to be very helpful because I believe that the war will be over around the next full moon, which is going to be on April 16th. And why do I say that? Okay, simply because Vlad has, since he had the new moon opposite his sun sign, then that means the full moon, when the moon goes from over here with the sun to opposite the sun in 2 weeks, will be right there on top of all those things. Okay, and what does it land on top of? It lands on top of his Mars. It sextiles it and is hovering over his Mercury right there. Okay, and what does Mercury represent? Okay, Mercury literally represents deal making, structure, bringing things together, completing things, organizing things. Okay, that's absolutely wonderful. Okay, because literally, and Mercury represents communication. You guys know this. Okay, we've been talking about this on the AMC situation. So this is very, very beautiful for a potential deal being made by that time. Okay, I am going to be betting money. I mean, you cannot deny Mercury, literally the planet of contracts. That's Mercury. Getting the full moon. Full moons represent endings, climaxes. Okay, and lucky for us, it's in Libra. It's opposite of war. So it makes sense to anticipate war for the new moon. And there's reasons not to say that Aries is going to create war, because Aries is a time where you can literally take action to find peace. Okay, and Aries is the first sign of the zodiac, so it's like a new year, a new cycle, astrologically speaking. Okay, so and Aries is energy. All right, Aries is spark, initiation. Doesn't necessarily have to represent war, but it does make sense. Okay, but in no way, shape, or form does Libra necessarily represent war. All right, Libra represents things being fair. So if Putin feels like he can come up with a fair deal, then he's going to take it around this full moon. Okay, I would say probably 4 days leading into it, the energy is really going to be potent, and the moon, I would say about 2 days into it, because the moon is going to be over all this Libra energy that he has. He's super Libra. Okay. So yes, guys, that's the time frame. And so basically one of the things so my moonshot plays, because you guys know I'm going to be doing moonshot plays, so you better get on Discord. And if you guys are new here and haven't subscribed, go ahead and subscribe and hit that like to show me some love, because I'm going to be doing some serious DD for you guys, and we're going to get rich together. But anyway, if there is a war of some sort on the new moon, then that means the full moon to me is going to be done with. The escalation is going to be done with, and that's going to be an opportunity for me to, do exactly the same thing I did on the UVXY. And if you guys don't understand how that works, the UVXY, basically, whenever the market is red, UVXY is going to go up, and when the market is healthy and it's going up, UVXY is going to go down. Okay. When we had the pandemic, it shot up like 1,000% or something like that. Okay, just a stock, not an option. So yeah, it's very volatile based on the volatility of the market. So when I say war happens, market shoots up high, or shoots down, excuse me, UVXY is going to shoot up. But then when the market shoots back up, because we get peace talk, UVXY is going to plummet. Okay, and it plummet just on the new moon, right? Imagine what's going to happen when we actually get good news with war or deal with war. Okay, so there's a lot of plays that we can be thinking about based on this information. Okay, and so now I'm adding moon's phase analysis with the big catalyst, which is Vladimir Putin. Think about that. He's our next big catalyst, other than the inflation and economy. He's a big catalyst for us, and I'm telling you guys, he has a new moon opposite his sun. That's very significant. And then he has a full moon on top, then he has a full moon literally on top of his Mercury, and then same sign of his sun sign. So this is very significant. I hope you guys got the message. Go ahead and hit the like if you're new here, subscribe if you're new here. I appreciate each and every one of you guys for being here. Check me out, the Market Moon Lord Discord. It's been an intense week, guys, but I'm so diamond handing as always until we, come out of this with life-changing money. Until next time, I'm Jason Alexander, Blue Moon Neptune, here to help you navigate through the illusions of life. Peace.
Jason Alexander, the Blue Moon of Neptune.